Alright boys, I am here today to tell you something I thought I'd never say, and that is, I think we might just have a new kid on the block when it comes to the best shotgun. That's right, your ears do not deceive you. Our Lord and Savior, Mindbenders Ambition, might finally have some real competition on its hands. Boys, I am talking about the brand new Astral Horizon.
Myfi, that shit came out 2 weeks ago!
Wait, really? Well, okay, whatever, we're still gonna talk about it. In this top-notch, high-quality video, we're gonna be taking a look at the Astral Horizon, going over the God Roll, the best way to farm it, and then putting it up against Mindbenders Ambition. But before we do get started, if you're new and only if you enjoy the videos or have ever found them useful, then be sure to subscribe. Also, it's been a while since I plugged the Twitch, so if you wanna check out the lowest quality streams on Twitch, then head on over to twitch.tv/myfi with an underscore at the end, and you can come say what's up. Warning, you might regret it. Okay, enough all the plugs, let's get into this beautiful shotgun. Now this shoddy Bugatti came out the second weekend Trials of Osiris was here. I think, don't exactly quote me on that, but I do know the exact date, and that would be March 20th. Now the thing about this shotgun is that it did not require you to go flawless, but instead only required 3 wins on a card. Didn't matter if you had losses on that card or not, just 3 wins. And then you were rewarded with the Astral Horizon. Now for people wondering how to farm this thing, because trust me, once you see these perks, you're going to want to get your hands on the God Roll, and well, lucky for you, it's actually quite easy. If you are unaware how loot works in Trials, let me explain. If you have never played Trials before and you have 0 Trials loot, well imagine you have an empty jar. Now once you receive a piece of Trials loot, well that piece of loot will be added to that jar. Now whatever piece of loot that you have received from Trials and is in that jar can be randomly purchased with Trials tokens. The piece of loot you get is at random though. So theoretically, if you only played Trials on the weekend of March 20th and the only piece of loot you got was the shotgun, well then that would be the only thing you would get from turning in your Trials tokens. Now for most of us, we have more than one piece of Trials loot, which means we're not guaranteed to get the shotgun from Trials tokens, but with that information, we can apply that to the next time Trials is here. You can just get 3 wins to unlock the ability to turn in tokens, then just keep resetting your card to get more tokens, and at the same time, keeping the jar I mentioned above less filled with Trials loot. Then just turn those tokens in and pray you get a good roll on your Astral Horizon. Now speaking of good rolls, let's talk about the God Roll. In column 1, we have 6 perks: Small Bore, Barrel Shroud, Corkscrew Rifling, Full Choke, Rifle Barrel, and Smooth Bore. Now let's go ahead and throw the trash perks out the window, so bye bye Barrel Shroud and Smooth Bore. Now with the perks we are left with, let's talk about the ones that aren't the best. Corkscrew Rifling is an alright perk. It gives a flat increase across the board to range, stability, and handling. If Corkscrew Rifling is the best column 1 perk you have, well, it's not the end of the world, but it's definitely not that optimal, okay? Optimal. The other alright perk here is going to be Small Bore. It gives a flat increase to both range and stability. The reason I'm putting it above Corkscrew is because even though Corkscrew offers an increase to range, handling, and stability, well, Small Bore gives a bigger increase to that range and that stability compared to Corkscrew. Now some of you may be asking, but what about the increase to handling? And I would say you need not worry about handling, young one, as well a perk in a later column has us covered there. Quick draw. Now onto the top dog perks of this column, Full Choke and Rifled Barrel. Now in my opinion, Rifled is better, but every time I say that, someone gets upset, so I'll just leave it at this. Whichever one you prefer, then go with it. Rifled's still way better. Now on to column 2, and here we have 7 perks: Assault Mag, Tactical Mag, Appendant Mag, Light Mag, Extended Mag, Steady Rounds, and finally Accurized Rounds. Now let's get rid of the Garbo perks. So this means Steady Rounds, Extended Mag, Appendant Mag, Tactical Mag are all going in the trash. We now have 3 perks left. The not so good perk of these 3 is Light Mag. It gives a slight increase to both range and reload speed. Normally I'd say reload speed is whatever, but for this shotgun and its terrible reload speed, well, this perk might just be more useful than we think. Now for the best perks in this column, and just like column 1, there is 2 perks: Assault Mag and Accurized Rounds. I personally think Accurized is the way to go here, as I love range, but some people enjoy Assault Mag and the increase to that rate of fire it provides. And now getting into the columns that we actually care about, column 3. In this column we have 5 perks: Slide Shot, Field Prep, Autoloading Holster, Quick Draw, and Threat Detector. Now, Field Prep, Autoloading Holster, and Threat Detector are all garbage compared to Slide Shot and Quick Draw. So yeah, Now, in my opinion, the two best perks to have on a shotgun at the same time is Slide Shot and Quick Draw, aka Mindbenders Ambition. But sadly, on the Astral Horizon, we are forced to choose which one we want. It's like choosing between that hot blonde and the hot brunette. I can't choose. I can't choose, okay? Now, after thinking long and hard, I decided Quick Draw is going to be the best perk to go with here. Yes, I know Slide Shot is amazing due to its ability to increase range, have the gun auto-load a shell when you slide, but Quick Draw is Quick Draw. Having the ability to have your shotgun up at a moment's notice and at the ready to put some unlucky guardian down is by far the most important thing when it comes to shotgunning. It's a very hard decision here, choosing between two amazing perks, but at the end of the day, I'm putting Quick Draw over Slide Shot. But hey, if you think Slide Shot is better, then by all means go for it, as it's still an S tier perk on shotguns. Now onto the final column, column 4. Here we have 5 perks to choose from: Elemental Capacitor, Swashbuckler, 1-2 Punch, Celerity, and Opening Shot. Now, these are definitely some weird perks to say the least, but I can comfortably say you can throw 1-2 Punch out the window because this isn't PvE, and Celerity can go with it because I prefer a perk on my shotgun to work in more than just 2 game modes. That leaves us with Elemental Capacitor, Swashbuckler, and Opening Shot. Elemental Capacitor is good due to its massive increase to handling, but only if you're running an arc subclass. So if you're trying to get as close as possible to a Slide Shot Quick Draw roll, then having Elemental Capacitor and pairing it with Slide Shot in column 3 is going to be your way to go. Now, Swashbuckler is nice due to the high probability of you getting a melee kill in a close range shotgun fight, which will automatically throw you up to ×5 Swashbuckler and give you that 33% damage increase. Now finally, we have Opening Shot, which states improved accuracy and range on the opening shot of an attack. There's not much to say about Opening Shot other than it's great and you should want this above all else. Like seriously, get Opening Shot on this thing first and then ask questions second, as I guarantee you won't have any questions asked. Now the final God Roll, in my opinion, okay, I know I'm not supposed to give my opinion around here, but I'm giving it anyway. Rifled Barrel in column 1, Accurized Rounds in column 2, Quick Draw in column 3, Opening Shot in column 4, and finally, Range Masterwork. Now, if you don't get this exact roll, but get something close or some other perks I mentioned above that I said were good, then don't sweat it. It's still amazing, and when paired with something like a really good rolled Waking Vigil, an energy slot, well, I think you're still going to dominate in the Crucible. Now, if we take the Astral Horizon and put it up against the Mindbenders Ambition, well, the stats are on your screen now. As you can see, Mindbenders beats Astral Horizon in every category, but don't think this just automatically makes Mindbenders better, as remember, Astral Horizon has Opening Shot, which improves range, and one of the most important things on a shotgun is range, okay? I don't care what you say. A lot of people, oh, but you know, range only 1 meter, I'd much rather. What else are you gonna spec into? Are you gonna spec into stability? Are you gonna spec into reload speed? No, you're not. Plus, range is a whole lot more than maximum one-hit kill potential, okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. Opening Shot alone can make a 40 range stat Astral Horizon better than a 50 range stat Mindbenders Ambition. Even though I love my Mindbenders Ambition, okay? I love that thing. I sleep with it under my pillow at night, and I do some other things I shouldn't say. I think Astral Horizon is on par, if not better, than Mindbenders as long as you have the right perks. Now, when it comes to loadouts, that's a different story, as all the top tier 150 hand cannons sit in the kinetic slot, and well, you can't pair those with Astral Horizon. Yes, Waking Vigil is good along with some other 150 energy hand cannons, but they don't compare to the spare, see what I did there? Compared to whatever, or Dire Promise, so take that as you will. Now finally, I'll say this. Astral Horizon is the only aggressive frame kinetic shotgun with Quick Draw, and with the recent announcement of weapon retirement, well, being prepared with a good shotgun just in case Mindbenders kicks the bucket tomorrow is always a good idea. Plus, if you are a shotgun ape like myself, well, having a shotgun that is on par with Mindbenders but in the kinetic slot is very good for being able to use different combinations of loadouts without feeling like you're at a disadvantage. I don't know, maybe I'm the only shotgun main that's just tired of using spare Mindbenders 24/7. And there we go. Now I need something from you. Yes, you. I need you to comment and tell me what your best rolled Astral Horizon is, and if you have the God Roll I mentioned, because if so, well, I'm big jealous and I might just have to steal it from you. Like seriously, I want this God Roll so bad. Also, let me know if you mained a Mindbenders but have switched over to Astral Horizon ever since getting it. I'm actually curious to see how many people out there, main a Mindbenders, but now that they have Astral, they're using that instead. And finally, if you have another roll that you think I should have mentioned, okay, sometimes I slip up, sometimes I don't see all the good rolls, then let me know as well. With all that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to drop a like, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.